This is the Daily 49er News Update. I'm Jenna, and here are today's top stories. Two groups from our very own engineering department will be competing this weekend at the Red Bull Flugtag event. The two teams, nicknamed Flight of the Vigilante and Flies Like a Butterfly, Stings Like a Ray, have spent months working on their man-made flying machines. And this Saturday, the two teams will fly them into the Long Beach harbor. Team Flight of the Vigilante based their craft off the legend of Zorro. The team built a life-size horse piñata with a detachable glider the pilot will use to hang glide into the bay. Before the flight, every team is required to do a short skit. Jacob Vera, the team's pilot, explains theirs.
There's a damsel in distress. We have Michael try to save her, and the villain and just shoots him. And then I come in as El Vigilante and I save the day. But then I find out that the woman's actually a man, so I run away on my horse.
When discussing the building materials, Vera disclosed that a majority of the piñata is stuffed with Daily 49ers.
You guys use Daily 49er newspapers in it?
Yes, there's a lot of Daily 49ers in that. Actually, it's entirely covered by Daily 49ers.
The other team, Flies Like a Butterfly, Stings Like a Ray, based their design off a stingray for its natural aerodynamics. For their skit, they'll wake up the stingray by performing a ritual and giving it a shot of Red Bull. The craft itself is mostly made of foam noodles and carbon fiber. Jarrett Padilla, the pilot and senior civil engineering major, explains how the project has been fun but stressful.
The funnest and most stressful at the same time because it's a little ambitious. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest gliders in the competition.
The two groups will compete against 34 other teams for first, second, and third place, as well as a coveted People's Choice Award chosen by the audience the day of the event. Flugtag takes place this Saturday, August 21st, at the Rainbow Harbor in Long Beach. For 5 years, our ASI judicial branch of government has had trouble finding things to do. This is because an executive order passed by the CSU chancellor in 2005 effectively nullified the ASI justice's main responsibility. The order states that club advisement is not an appropriate function for auxiliary organizations like ASI. Instead, it mandates that student organizations must have staff advisors. This basically means that the student-run ASI isn't allowed to advise student organizations when they have disagreements. Before 2005, this is exactly what the ASI justices did. They would regularly hear and decide cases from organizations chartered by ASI, like student clubs and fraternities. Now the Dean of Students does this. The ASI president admits in a recent article with the Daily 49er that it has been difficult finding things for the justices to do. Yet justices are still appointed and receive $200 stipends each semester. Currently, justices have found positions as student representatives on various campus committees. They still mediate, but only internally, when problems arise in ASI over actions and documents. With the financial uncertainty of colleges everywhere, a new ranking among Western universities names CSULB among the best. The magazine U.S. News & World Report places CSULB as the fourth best public school in the West. This report includes Western universities from Texas to Washington and even Alaska and Hawaii. We also took the 24th spot for both public and private universities in this area. This is the third consecutive year that CSULB has earned the number 4 spot among public colleges in the Western region. This rating comes after a recent Princeton review that named CSULB Best of the West, along with another 120 universities in the area. CSULB has struggled the past year as it cut classes, instituted furlough days, and closed the spring semester to applicants. Despite this, CSULB was able to maintain and slightly improve its ranking, according to President King Alexander. He explained in a recent Long Beach Post article that the direct result of our high standing is due to the devoted faculty and staff. For more information on any of the stories you've heard today, visit daily49er.com.